Hello, hello, hello. It is, of course, Anita in the Biz Coach. I am coming back to you with all things grants. All right. Here is a grant that I came across and I definitely wanted to share with you all. It is with the Dominion Energy Charitable Foundation. All right. So you have to be in an area, or actually, they have certain states that they will fund, and those states are Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Idaho, Maryland, North Carolina, Ohio, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Utah, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. And these are cities and areas that they are currently located in. So you'll definitely have to have be on that list. So your nonprofit has to be in one of these states or areas. Okay. So as you can see, they have four focus areas. You have to be very um, make sure what I'm trying to say is that you fall into one of these four. Okay. They have human needs, environmental stewardship, education, and community validity. All right. So you can, go into more details about that. You can actually click here on this link and find out more about what things they have been doing in the community. So that'll give you an idea of maybe if you could fall into one of these categories. All right. So if you go on here, it tells you a little bit about um, the areas again, the global reporting initiatives, sustainability reporting standards. You definitely would want to look at those to see how, some of the wording that maybe you would like to use in the grant application. They actually have a contact form here. So this is always wonderful. I always tell you guys to make sure you reach out to get more information if need be. So if you have a question, they have this questionnaire here where you can submit that and be able to find out the information you need. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is actually the guidelines. We'll look at that real quick. So it tells you a little bit about how to apply for the grant. All right. So it says that you definitely have to be a tax exempt with a 501c3 organization. So that's a nonprofit organization. All right. So they say that most grants are funded between $1,000 to $15,000 in range. It says while higher amounts may be awarded when a program is an exceptionally fit with corporate business. So you definitely have to fit into, one or maybe even more of those focus areas that we looked at a few minutes ago. So that tells you a little bit about the grant review process, what that would look like, so that means once you submit, then they tell you here, how they will go about reviewing the grants and how they accept them and all of that kind of information. The next thing here is an application process. Now they have an eligibility quiz here, all right, and I'm going to click on that in just a minute. So those are one of the things that you can actually do first to see if you're actually eligible to apply for this grant. It tells you that all the things that need to be uploaded. It sets a list of other sources of financial support, whether that's already committed or pending. Your current board members and affiliations. So you have to have a document with your board members' information on there. Of course, you would have to have your IRS determination letter as being a 501c3 and any recent audited financial statement. Okay. So it tells you more down here about the eligibility criteria. This grant is available for nonprofits, organizations within geographical areas where Dominion Energy provides electricity or natural gas services. And also you have to be an organization that focuses on education, environment, culture, and the arts, civic and community development, and health and human services. And they also tell you the things that they don't fund. So that's good information to know as well, so that you won't be wasting your time if you do not qualify, right? Okay. So it tells you here more about the counties and the different regions that eligibility falls within. And as you can see, they have those states that I named before. And actually, there looks like there's No, that's all of them. There was a few others there, but that is actually the list that I read off, and they actually give you the all the counties that you can be located in to be able to apply for this grant. All right. So we're going to click on that quiz link so that we can kind of see what kind of questions they ask in there real quick. All right. So it looks like they're going to have one per page. Okay. So you would have to go through each one. And I think I did this for a client before, and it may be about 4 to 5 questions. It's not a lot of questions because they're just trying to, help you to identify if you're eligible or not. So there's just a few questions that you would have to answer here. And if you answer something that would disqualify you right away, you would find out, okay, no, you don't qualify. Thank you for, interest or what have you. So we won't go through that. However, I think this is a very good grant. And one of the great things I like about it is ongoing. So it's not a deadline. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I love grant applications that don't have a deadline. All right. So you don't have to have that pressure on you to apply for it. Okay. So I'm not sure. They probably tell more in the information on how many times you can apply for it. There may be a lot of times grants will allow you to apply once a year or once a cycle. So once you've applied that one cycle, then you wouldn't be able to apply again to the next cycle. All right. So that's one of the things you have to watch for when you're looking at, um, how often you can apply for a certain grant, especially when it's ongoing. Okay. All right. Awesome information. So, of course, you can go to the website there in my browser address bar. It's dominionenergy.com. And then on their website, I believe there should be a link to find out more about funding. So what I actually did was I went to the Dominion Foundation. So you can Google that if you can't remember or see how to actually go to this link, because there are a lot of things on the link, right? So you can always Google Dominion Energy nonprofit, or I'm sorry, Dominion Energy Foundation um, charity. Okay, so that's one of the ways you can find this actual page so that you can see if you qualify and go ahead and apply for this grant. All right. So again, of course, this is Anita Newsom as Anita in the Biz Coach. And you can find me on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So I'd love for you to subscribe, to comment, to post, to like, and follow. All right. Because I'm going to always be giving you news you can use on all things grants. Until next time, I appreciate you all and happy grant hunting. Have a good one. Thanks.